Look at these beautiful clouds, Vortex. Aren't they so pretty? Look at that one again. Once the trees move out of the way, you'll see it again. I don't think we're in a biodome. Maybe I just don't want to accept it. Yes, 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 there it is. Okay. I need to calm down. Do you see this, Vortex? That's right, I cleaned out my vehicle. And I'm taking him to the shop. I don't know how long he's going to be there. I got in this wreck back in January during our little snowstorm. We knew this year was going to be bad because of election year in relation to the weather. And it's only fucking May, okay? But yeah, I spun out of control and hit a guardrail. And my car was essentially lodged on top of the guardrail. It's crazy that more damage wasn't done to it. I mean, it was enough damage that it wasn't drivable at the time, but my friend fixed the control arm. So I've been able to drive this motherfucker around for the past several months, even though my alignment's still off. That's the first thing I'm gonna get done after it's fixed. But I didn't see the point of fixing the alignment if the back is still messed up and the panel needs to be replaced and all that shit. It just didn't make logical sense. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rely on people to take me to work and to church and all that shit. I'm the type of person that puts off everything until the last minute, but my insurance company called me up and they were like, what's going on? So I kind of have to take care of this now before my insurance rates change. Yeah, I'm still gonna show y'all my little music room, because I said I was gonna do some videos on that and I never did. I have so many videos to watch though, but I got another memory card that has like 32 hours on it. And I don't know why I waited so long to do that, so that I don't have to wait to shoot videos, you know, because just the way that I do it, in case you don't know, this, that's you, Vortex, hello. The Vortex is the internet. My telephone on a string, as I call it, because I don't have a smartphone, so I don't shoot my videos that way. I use a camcorder to shoot my videos, and so I take out the memory card and I put it into my laptop and I watch all the videos and I critique the videos and I yell at myself even more than my internet trolls. Isn't that amazing? And I put them online, and if I like them, I might keep them, but most of the time I delete them, because I tend to say the same thing over and over again, I know that everything's redundant. I can't pretend for a second that I'm not redundant, you know? So, if I have several videos to watch and I've run out of memory, then I have to wait until I watch the videos to shoot more videos. But since I have this new memory card, I've just been swapping memory cards. But yeah, I have a ridiculous amount of videos to watch for this other one. And I'm trying to sort of balance things out, because I used to get really stressed out about all the shit that I had to do, and then I realized, you know, it'll eventually get done. I really don't need to stress about it. And so, you know, I'm not putting up content every day anymore because I just don't want to be online every day. I would rather, you know, take breaks from that experience, because it's just not good. The internet is not a good place. The internet is where really, really terrible people congregate. And so, I'm not going to pretend that that's not what they're doing. What the fuck, motherfucker? See this? This is really annoying. I hate big ass trucks like that. And I could move. I kind of want to move, but there's like no point. Because eventually they're going to go, and it's going to be stupid for me to like get impatient, you know. And all it takes is just one snap decision by being impatient that will destroy your life, or cause you to total your vehicle, which is what I did with my red Chevy Aveo almost 2 years ago. But anyway, I think I'm gonna try to get in front of them now. Maybe I'll wait a little longer. No, you can do it now. Do it. Do it. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Your big ass truck. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. But, yeah, I don't like stressing out about things. And I say that because I do believe that a lot of people enjoy being stressed out. Otherwise, they wouldn't continue to put themselves in the same situations over and over again, you know? You know, it occurred to me last night that maybe the reason why I have self-fulfilling prophecies is because I want that to be a prophecy. You know? Like, I was thinking about how every relationship that I've been in, I was clawing my way out of it. And maybe I wanted him to leave me. So I behaved in such a way that would ensure that that was possible. I stress that if you are not happy in your relationship, and what I mean by happy is like content at the very least. If you feel like you're in a shitty relationship and it's not getting better, get the fuck out of it. A lot of people will insist on staying in a bad relationship because of, obligations that they have, or extenuating circumstances or whatever. If you have the option to get out, get the fuck out. I remember the whole time that I was growing up, I did not understand why my parents weren't divorced. Because they fought all the time. And so I think that divorce really screws kids up. But marriage screws kids up too. And I mean, if you're being raised by parents that aren't even married, that screws them up. It's like there are at least 500 ways to screw up a child in this country. And it just makes me sad that, like, people don't really value things enough to try harder. And I remember thinking that all the time when I was young. And, I look at my parents, I look at the mistakes that they've made, and I look at the hands that they've been dealt, and, I think that they did the best that they could. But I was always open and honest with them about the fact that I thought that they were total control freaks and that they were really screwing me up. And it took my brother over 40 years to come to that same conclusion. And so I think that a lot of things that he felt towards them, he internalized because he felt like it wasn't his place to say anything. And because I don't have any respect for authority figures, I had no problem telling them exactly what I thought. But I don't know, man. I think that one of the main reasons why I have so much to say on this channel is because, like, there's so many complaints that I have about society. And I know that there's nothing that will ever be done about it. So, it just makes more sense to me to talk about these things in my own private space than write my senator. I mean, if you have a problem with certain products being made, don't use those products. And if you create stuff, you should create stuff, like, out of spite of those things that you hate. That's why I do the posters. It might seem kind of futile because it's not as if, like, most people are going to read them, or, like, they're going to see a poster and be like, oh, man, that bitch is right. I should take heed to what she's saying all because I see this visual. But you never know. I think that making stuff to express your grievances with the world makes a lot more sense than voting or going to some fucking protest rally with a sign. I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm protesting in my own way, on my own terms. I'm just not picketing anything. I just recognize the futility of a lot of stuff. And, voting is a fine example of that. It's there to make us pretend that we have choices. When the choices that we do have, we clearly don't even understand, so we consistently make the wrong ones. And that's the problem with women, specifically. But
Women make really, really bad choices. And then they want to blame society for that. Now, I guess maybe she could blame society. Because you know, society is the one that gave her all those rights in the first place. All the rights that she uses to self-destruct. Men gave her those rights. But we have free will. We don't choose to implement this correctly, and so we just want to blame everybody but ourselves. But if we blamed ourselves for all of our problems, we'd realize that there's way more of a solution than we want to acknowledge. Because as long as we keep blaming other people, then it's up to other people to fix it. If you blame yourself, then you have to fix it. You know? People are lazy. But this was obvious information. This has always been obvious information. So, it's just kind of annoying that it takes the sheep so fucking long to figure out simple stuff like pressing a button is probably not going to do much, man. But, I mean, I say that being election year and people just don't want to believe that things are really that hopeless in regards to the system, you know? Because there's so many people, all they do is complain about the system and how fucked up it is, but then they want to go right back out and vote in it. That doesn't make sense. Make up your fucking mind. Woman. Everyone's a woman. They really are. I mean, people get mad at me for saying it. But here's the thing. I've talked to a lot of dudes that aren't obsessed with the internet. They use the internet when they need to use the internet. They're hardly ever on their phones. They're not addicted to their laptops and television and porn and all this shit. You know? They're masculine. They still have that masculinity. But it's because they don't do all these things that are emasculating men. Like, go on the internet the majority of the day. When you're relying on technology, you're not relying on yourself. And I get it, it's a form of entertainment for many people. Why can't you entertain yourself? If you made stuff, you wouldn't have to watch other people's content, you know, you would contribute. And once you contribute, you'd understand, oh wow, like, I'm getting criticized when I'm putting my heart and soul into this. And, you know, I give enough of a fuck to put myself out there, all just to get shit on by people that don't even know me. And then you'll have a lot more empathy for that sort of thing. You better not be turning right, motherfucker. You better not be turning right. I really want to make a right-hand turn. See, look at this. Look at this big-ass fucking truck. I hate it when there's, like, an obnoxiously large vehicle in front of me and I can't see anything. It just pisses me off. Well, maybe I shouldn't get pissed off about these things, but I'm annoyed, okay? I can be annoyed. Do you hear them? Do you hear the cicadas? Okay, well, I'm fixing to drop my car off, though, and my friend Dale's picking me up. She's the wife of the dude that owns the shop where I'm dropping my car off. And we going to church. And then she's going to take me home. But, think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Yay! We did it! We got the fuck away from that vehicle. There was a little chihuahua that was in the driver's seat. And he looked like he was driving the car. But that's ridiculous because he was a chihuahua and there's no way that he would be able to get his little paws on the steering wheel. But that's so adorable. I love it whenever like people have these big ass dogs and they take up the entire back seat. Or they try to get in the driver's seat. That's so funny. And then their owner gets mad because they're acting like a dog. Like, yeah, that's what they do. You probably shouldn't have gotten a dog if you don't want it to act like a dog. You know? Just saying.